Yo, 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 what's up, people? I'm the pride of the East Side, DJ MA Twitter, along with Ken Ray and Joy. And this is 40ish Now. What's good, my people? How y'all doing?
What's
What's
up, bro?
up?
What's up, Joy?
What up, Ken Ray?
Y'all starting off in a great space today. I love this. I love it.
I know, don't you see us being civil with each other? It's a brand new day, hump day,
Yeah.
and everything.
I think it's that Nubian glow that you got there.
Let's
You
talk
dig me?
about this look,
Hold on,
Joy.
let me
I
give you.
see you.
So,
This the
I have a hair
profile.
wrap on. This is something new. Hold on, let me give you the black girl profile. That was Black Girl Magic right there. A couple things. So I never tried a hair wrap and I wanted to try it. And I was like, whoa, it's Black History Month too. So let me just take off gold or my silver earrings. I want some wood earrings, feel real, you know, ethnic. So that's where
I
I am
love
with
it.
that.
I love it. That's a
Is it?
dope look for you. All right, we ain't gonna waste no of y'all time. We gonna get straight
Yeah.
to the shenanigans of tonight's show. If as you seen in the title, tonight's show is about business and pleasure. How do you mix the two? Is it okay to mix the two? How do y'all feel about mixing the two? And as we always do, we start the show off with drinking. Well, with a salute, with a toast. And they gonna kill
You
me.
better not.
What? Y'all ready?
You finna
Yeah,
toast your glass of water?
I got water.
really.
Yes,
And I'm out
really.
here drinking this Miller High Life like an old man. Really. I'm out here with a Miller High Life like an old man, and you got a bottle of water. That's weak as fuck.
No,
That's weak as
let me
fuck, buddy.
explain. Y'all want me to give y'all the story of so I've had 1 day of drinking 2021 and that was you came through, Joy. That was the only day. And the reason big reason why is I listened to Gucci Mane book. I've been listening to Gucci book and he talked about, how his life changed when he stopped drinking, when everybody started thinking he was a clone. So he stopped drinking and doing all the drugs, and
Hmm.
his mind was clear, and he was focusing more. And I'm like, well, that's some real. I think I could pull that off. So I, stopped drinking, and yeah, it's been lit.
So this is
I
a
ain't gonna
so
lie,
this
it's
is a
been lit.
focus thing. So you're just
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
focus.
it got me
Okay,
back. It got me
okay.
on my A game. So and I ain't gonna lie, I've been on my A game. Now I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm done drinking. Like I'm gonna drink, when I want, but just not every day. So I got water. So business and pleasure, Joy. We're gonna kick it off with you.
Oh, okay.
Ladies first. What you think about business and pleasure? Is it okay to mix
Ooh,
the two?
ooh. If you mature enough to handle, it, I think it's okay. But if either one of the parties are not mature enough to handle a working sexual relationship, then don't do it. I definitely think it's okay for a subordinate and a boss as long as everybody keeps work at work. Keep work at work. And then, when you at home or the hotel or wherever it is y'all decide to hook up because it's inconvenient because y'all just co-workers, then I think it's all right. I know I can handle it.
So you've been down that road before, is what you're saying to us.
Oh, you want to know specific? Oh, I didn't know I had to go that way. Yeah,
Well,
I've been
I'm
down that
saying,
road
like
before.
you've been down that road. Okay. Um, Ken Ray,
Yeah,
what you think?
I have slept with somebody. Oh.
No, go ahead. You can finish.
No,
You looking
we'll
at that
we'll
Nubian?
find out what
Go
you getting
ahead,
ready
finish
wrong. Then
what
we
you
can get
saying.
into specifics.
What you say?
No, I'm just saying that I was saying that I've done that and I knew my role. Like I never tried to get any special treatment from my boss because of it. Whether he gave me special treatment, that was on him. But I always kept it professional. And then when we're off work, then we kept it as, that we were seeing each other. I think I held myself really good. Like I never let anybody know that. 'Cause I didn't want any of the other coworkers to feel some way. He stay on bullshit. I swear. I know, but like I said, that comes with a lack of maturity. But I have seen it go sideways. Like girls be sleeping with their boss, and then they want special treatment and be cutting up at work.
So I just was doing my Googles, and it says 54% of coworkers sleep together. That's pretty high. But then
That's
you
a
got to
lot.
think about it, like you at work majority of the time, so it's only inevitable that you'll be attracted to somebody, and things could go a little bit further than work. Ken Ray, what's your take on it?
I can look at it different ways. Some people say it should mix, but as you just stated, you spending majority of your life at work, and if if I wouldn't say if I didn't mix business and pleasure, if you want to say working with your coworker, I wouldn't be married because that's how I met my wife
That is a fact.
through work. Even though
Mm.
initially our relationship, we had friendships outside of work. That was with her brother. I was friends with her brother for years, but I did not know her until we started working together.
All facts.
And if I didn't if I would have just left it as just business, we definitely wouldn't have been married. And there's plenty of people that I know that have happy relationships that work with they mate for years, and it's just how you balance that. Now, unfortunately, there are downfalls to that, which I've had my pitfalls with that, even with me and my wife's relationship, where I don't know if it would have worked if she hadn't left. But that's another story there.
Yep.
How you handling that, Mike?
How I'm handling it? What you mean?
Oh, well, not like in a present tense. How you mean in a present tense? No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, what you think about that? Like, how can you handle? How would you handle like personal relationships at work?
So at a time in my life, I was a single man, and I've had my I dabbled with coworkers when I was a single man. Absolutely. Like but Mike Burke said, work is a social place. Like you at that place 8+ hours a day. It's only inevitable again that I keep reiterating the same thing, but that you're gonna fall for somebody. So yeah, I definitely indulged at work. Like
Well,
go ahead.
well, so I got a question for each of you.
Let's go.
Have you guys been in situations where that type of relationship went wrong, or what was the downfalls? One of y'all can just
So,
start.
yeah. So I've had it where it wasn't a superior or a subordinate. It was just somebody in the same position as me. And he became bitter. Like he became bitter after we started fooling around. After we stopped fooling around, and he would not help me with certain tasks that he knew I needed help with. And that was part of his job. He would even lack on his job and risk getting in trouble because he wanted to hurt me. Like, you're not
So
affecting my job.
this is afterwards.
This was afterwards. Yep. He was just real bitter. I'm like, that's some girl shit. Like that's some female shit.
Word.
Like how you acting bitter? Like it just didn't work out. Like it's okay. But yeah, he was trying to sabotage my job. It only ended up uh,
So what
affecting
was
his
it?
job in the end.
You was putting it on him or something?
What you mean? Every time I come with 200% every time, and he didn't like that. I took it away from him, and then he just felt some kind of way.
So he missed cuddling
What
with
I'm
you at the
supposed
end
to
of
do?
the night afterwards, or something like that.
They all miss me. They all miss me. Yeah, you can't break up with me, not miss me.
Oh my God. Hold on, we got some comments. So shout out to Raquel. What up, Rocky? Rocky said she disagrees. She wouldn't want to see them every day. And when I'm mad outside of work, now I'm mad at work. I don't want to see his ass. So she's saying that she wouldn't want to work with, somebody she's dealing with like that. Now, to speak on me, wait, we got another comment real quick. Mike Burks, shout out to Mike. He said downfall is having to see that person when you go back to work, which is true when it's all over and said and done. Shout out to SK. SK said the downfall is motherfuckers getting in their feelings and forget it was just a work relationship. True. So in my situation, I was never in a relationship. It was just casual sex or dating. Like it wasn't nothing serious. So I ain't never had a bad experience with nobody that, I had a funny experience, but I ain't never had nothing like bad that jeopardized my job or theirs, or that we couldn't get along at work or nothing like that. Like I got lucky.
So you were just a pipe layer. That's what you're trying to say.
I didn't hear you. Okay, you said it.
You was a plumber. You was unclogging pipes and shit, and sending them home to whatever relationship they belong to.
If that was the case, it's been some shit. It's been some. It's been some shit.
I want to talk about that comment. I forget who said it, but I don't want to see that person when I get to like work is work. I know some people that really enjoy working with their girlfriend, boyfriend, or spouse. Like they enjoy spending as much time with that person as they can. And I think personally, I could work with my significant other, like long term, not somebody I'm just fooling around with at work, but I think that's great. Like we're both showing ambition. Like that turns me on. I'm seeing you work. I'm helping you do some work, and then we get to go home outside of work and just decompress together. Like I think that feels great. Like I could do that. I don't need to go to work to get away from the person that I'm with. A lot of people do that though.
Man, you know what? To be honest with you, if you guys got your own business together, I think I can agree with your points of what you're saying. But as a person that work, like I say, me and my wife, we worked together when we was dating, and we had periods where we broke it off and stuff because of other situations that went on. There was periods we walked past each other in the hallway and would say shit to each other and things like that. And that shit ain't cool. That shit ain't fun. And a couple of times I walked past, I felt like I want to slap the shit out of her. But that's just what it is. How you feel at that time, and I'm pretty sure she probably felt the same way too, man. And there were times where I did fuck shit because I didn't like the way she did a certain thing, and shit. I honestly admit to that bullshit. But working with a motherfucker is complicated, especially when you got nosy motherfuckers that's in your business or got something to say. Because both y'all fucking stories are boring, so let's get into some fucking real stories. Because you sit there trying to dodge and talk in circles and shit, man. You motherfucking married, you with a motherfucker, so fuck the motherfucker.
Who are you talking to, man? You talking to me?
You heard him? So that's what we are. So that's what we are.
Saying. If you want to say some real shit, let's get into some fucking real fucking stories. Because both of y'all, I see y'all just in here holding back and talking in fucking circles, man.
I ain't talked in circles. We just getting a conversation started about messing with coworkers. That's it.
What you want me to tell you? I was sleeping with my sergeant, and then this happened. Is that what you want from me?
Yeah, go ahead and tell us about that damn sergeant. The motherfucker. Yeah, damn. I'll just tell you, man, that shit when you working with somebody, that shit ain't cool. I tell you, like I say, there's stories I can tell you when me and my wife were working together where people that was in her ear, in my ear, saying little things, and then she hanging out with motherfuckers that I don't fuck with, especially I don't fuck with fuck boys. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I don't fuck with him. And when I'm like, man, that's your buddy. That's a fuck boy you hanging out with. Those are the type
Wait. No. See, man, you corrupt.
Let's
Man,
go.
you can't handle
Let's
it.
go.
That's
It
what I'm
sounds
saying.
like you
Let's
got
talk
some
about some.
insecurity problem. It sounds
That ain't
you
no
insecure.
insecurity
Cause
problem.
don't tell me if I'm dating you and we at work and I'm talking to another coworker. Don't tell me like why you talking to him, you a fuck boy. No, because I want to. You don't bring our relationship to work. If we hit a work, you let me just talk to my other male coworkers or
You know,
female in my case, and don't say shit to me. What's the problem?
nah. When you have motherfucker, when you get
No.
information back, when you know a motherfucker is a fuck boy, and you know that this motherfucker will go to motherfuckers talking dirt on your name, and you know it's coming from that motherfucker, that's a fuck boy. Especially when I could tell you little stories about the shit where motherfuckers trying to say that I'm your friend, but this motherfucker's trying to talk to your girl. And you like, what? So you gotta go as far as
Okay, Ken,
fucking
right? People gonna try to talk to your girl no matter what. No, people gonna
not,
talk to your girl
but
no matter what. So
not
you need to get away from that. So who cares?
Wait,
We
not
listen to
want
what he's
people to.
saying. Listen to what he's saying though. Say it again, Ray.
when you supposed to be this woman's friend, and then when you find out that I'm with her, you want to talk to her now. And you want to say you have different feelings that you didn't had over the years, and you're fucking married.
Mm.
Mm,
So
that's different.
that's what
Yep.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
You working with motherfuckers and you dealing with that, those are different parts of the relationship. You have fuck boys around. You got to deal with the not just you just dealing with you and your problems with that person. You got to deal with the motherfuckers that's fucking hating on you or fucking trying to sabotage your shit. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just one fuck boy. There was numerous motherfuckers that didn't have no fucking dog in the fight that would do shit.
Yeah, there was a lot of sucker shit going on.
So the
I don't
best
know.
thing, what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
so
best
you
thing
had a bad experience.
no, I'm not saying that's a bad experience. That's an experience that a lot of people have. Because I didn't, not even take my situation out of the equation. I see motherfuckers, when you see one motherfucker hook up with a woman, get close, oh, you hear rumors, you hear cats talking on the sidelines talking about, oh, that dude ain't shit. How he pulled her?
How he get her? Why she with him?
And and all of a sudden she get labeled a fucking hoe.
She a hoe. She just slept with
How
everybody.
the fuck she a hoe? But she a hoe, but you didn't fuck with her. No, nigga, I ain't drinking. I'm talking facts. I'm talking. But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about this shit. You got motherfuckers.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm just like, who cares? Like it's gonna be people always gonna have some kind of opinion on your relationship.
Hey,
Like it's about your bond with that person. Who cares about that? You can have rumors started about you if
Well,
you ain't in a
wait.
relationship about anything. Like, so I'm just saying, like, no, who
You
cares
right,
about that?
but you gotta look at it like this too. As a man, you can't disrespect me because now you're being disrespectful to me because you know me, right? Like hugging hit on by other men ain't the problem. But
that ain't the problem.
if we
Exactly.
work together and you sit in my face and you speak and we holler and we got some type of rapport, but then behind my back you doing sucker shit, then yeah, I got a problem with you.
And the thing is, I agree with you. Nobody should care, but we can't sit around here and act like that. People don't invest in other people's relationships. There's you got friends that's probably happy because they see you with your guy and they hating on the side because they ain't got nobody.
Word.
And that's in your personal life. That's the same thing if you dealing with people for an average to what you working 8 hours and then you got an hour lunch. That you seeing them for about 9 to 10 hours a day. So
I live
and the thing is, it's funny about it. Some people invest in your fucking happiness. where they sitting there like, damn, I wish I had that. Or, damn, I didn't know that motherfucker was like that. You send your girl flowers or some shit. You gotta, next thing you know, that other bitch that didn't give
That other bitch.
you know, is checking you, and she trying to stop this bitch from getting flowers, and she trying to get them flowers. So let's be realistic with
My
that.
boy activated. Let's go, Ray. I'm with it. I'm with it.
You know what I'm saying?
I swear, like this it's all him. He has something deep on this. Go ahead.
Because I'm sitting here, you talking to fucking circles. Yeah, I slept with a person. Yeah,
I slept with some people. I ain't say a person. I said some people. I'm honest.
It was we high-fived after we fucking had sex and shit, and everything was kumbaya. Whatever.
I mean, Ray, what you want me to say, Ray? You want me to
Just,
lie?
that's what happened. Like that's what happened. Like just because all our shit niggas left like yours, I ain't have fuck niggas around me. Like I didn't. It was just fine. I guess it's just me. They just knew what to stay out of my shit. They like, we not finna say nothing to her. You can whisper all you want, but don't let the shit come back to me. Don't say shit to Sarah. I mean, don't say shit to Joy.
And I had some situations where people was nosy, but I ain't the person to entertain outside parties. I don't care. You know, you don't know me. You don't know what I got going on. You could assume all you want. So I ain't.
You know what's funny about that shit? Y'all say these motherfuckers say don't say nothing to you, but that's probably the same bitch that's running around telling motherfuckers that y'all fucking.
Wait,
if you
repeat that.
Exactly what I said, Mike.
I ain't catch it.
You got people. Joy said she deal with a motherfucker, and they say, "Hey, don't tell nobody we fucking." But that's the same bitch that run around telling everybody they fucking.
Oh, that's a fact. Yeah,
that shit fucking happens all the time. You say that dude say don't say nothing, but that nigga ego is so inflated. He gotta tell somebody y'all fucking.
Not me.
Listen. Mike, you can Mike, let me tell you something. You can play
Let's go.
All you want, but all men brag. And to be clear, women brag too. So don't sit here.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
We all
I ain't got nothing to brag about.
Like, come on, like
I ain't got nothing to brag about.
Okay, Mr. Good Guy.
I ain't sitting here acting like I'm a good guy, right? You never heard me say nothing like that. But you don't hear me brag. Ray, do you hear me brag? You ever heard me brag? You ever see me walk around with the poster like, yo, I did this, I did this. I got the stories. I ain't never lied about my jersey being in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. Now
bragging comes in different forms.
Right.
I ain't saying that you walking around boasting talking about everybody, but you can go to your mans over here that you having lunch with, that you can like, look, you know that working accountant, that's Mizzy right now. You know what I'm saying?
Only person who know majority of the shit that I've done is Ken Ray, and he had a front row seat to it. We were roommates. I couldn't deny it. I couldn't lie. He had a front row seat to it. But I ain't walk around to the crew like, man, Joe, I did this with Shorty. I got her. For what? That ain't nobody business. I come from a household where my mama taught me to keep my bedroom business to myself. It ain't for everybody.
Okay.
And usually that's how it should be. It's just that in some situations when you like, in some situations, it's just like with a relationship.
Hold on. This comment explains it all. Like Mike Burke said, when you get in the end zone, act like you've been there. You scored before. Like it ain't like that was my first touchdown. The ones who screaming loud is the one. Like I had MVP seasons. I ain't gotta say I scored today. Like I always score. That's why they give me the ball.
And to that fact, it's just like for me.
Exactly, Mello. You gotta be a sneaky hoe.
Yeah, it's just to that fact. What you said, it's just like me saying, "Yeah, me and my wife fucked tonight." What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta tell the fucking world that. You know what I'm saying?
Joy, you okay? You froze? Joy, you okay? You froze? Oh, she must have something going on with her because she ain't responding. But yeah, Ray, I'm like I get it. I get what you're saying. Like it's always some sucker shit in it. I want to tell y'all a quick story. I I was on a post. One of my homies on Facebook, shout out to my guy Rex from Street Certified. He put up a post where he was explaining. He asked why guys don't. Is it okay to sleep with your coworkers, right? Or is it okay to sleep with somebody you work with? And I responded like it depends on the situation, but you know, one, me being married, two, me being a DJ, nah, because you could fuck up your business like that. And so another guy got on the post like, man, any guy on here talking about he don't sleep with, you know, somebody he with or a girl and she bad, he gotta be gay. Cause what's wrong with you? Why wouldn't you sleep with her if you could? And my response to him was like, brother, ain't nothing gay about me. One, two, I'm a DJ, right? So let's say it's a bartender and she is fine as she want to be, and I mess around and sleep with this young lady, right? Me messing with her and it go bad. Like I decide to play her. I don't want her no more. But then somebody call her with an opportunity for me where I could get $20,000 or something like that for an event because I didn't slept with her and she mad at me. She take that to somebody else, right? Now, because I didn't sleep with her and we got a good rapport and she know I'm about my business, yeah, we cool. So she bring the opportunity to me. So it's a difference. You decide what's more important to you, the nut or the money.
Yeah, I mean, definitely those cases come up all the time. You just have to weigh them, especially if you got your own relationship. Why mess up your home for some shit for one night pleasure? Why do that?
Exactly. I work with this girl every day. Like, why the fuck would I do that? And he said, well, I ain't think about it like that. Of course you didn't. You're young. Like,
you're thinking with your dick. And when you're thinking with your dick, that gets you in trouble. You gotta think with your mind, your pocket. Now, if you looking at that, if this chick is rich or some shit, or she can invest in you, and you need to use your dick to get that money out of her.
So be it.
I understand that.
Right. So it gotta be worth it. It gotta be worth it.
Yeah, okay. It gotta be worth it. I can definitely understand those situations, but definitely from my advantage, I will always say, if you got something at home, you shouldn't be going that route. But if you out here single or whatever, you do what you got to do. That's a business arrangement.
What if you need $40?
Hey, man.
You said make it worth it. $40.
Man, no. You know what? $40. $40 to get you new hair wrap and your nails done.
Oh,
no, it won't. No, it won't.
Yeah.
No,
$40 special.
$40 holler. You ain't with the $40 holler.
No, I can't do shit with $40.
You could use about $20 to get a little teenagers to braid your hair.
Man, hell no. I can't even get a bottle of tequila with $40. No.
So let's get a little bit more personal. What's the craziest scenario y'all ever been a part of with mixing business and pleasure that y'all would say was the craziest?
Great.
I'll start while y'all think. I'll start.
Yeah.
One time, I was working a job and I was sleeping with my boss and she was married. And I thought my dumb ass was the illest dude around because I was sleeping with my boss and she was married. Now that I'm married and I'm older, I'm thinking, I look back on that situation like, yo, you was dumb as hell. Like, you could have risked your job. You could have risked your life. Like, a lot of shit could have went bad.
Could have went bad.
Real bad. But, yeah. Go ahead, Ray. You want to ask? I
got to at least was the pussy good?
It was great. It was good.
I mean,
we had some good times.
You know what? Shit happens, Sometimes you probably would. Maybe you was a fantasy. You was that person's fantasy.
Definitely.
and you went out and you fulfilled dreams. You know what I'm saying?
Fulfilled.
You got me sounding like a Hall of Famer for real.
If she was your boss, was she older than you?
Yep.
Did you
Oh, she had
Almost 10 years.
Oh
Almost
yeah,
10
she
years.
was playing with you. She was playing with
Did
you.
you get a raise out the shit at least?
No, it wasn't like that. Yeah, well, yeah, you could say that. You could say that, but I ain't stayed long enough to get the raise.
I was going to say then you wasn't hitting it hard enough.
For a raise. Or if she ain't had the power, you shouldn't have been sleeping with her anyway. You got to get something out of it.
Wait, what you say?
I said, or she didn't have the power to give you a raise, and if that was the case, you shouldn't have been messing with her anyway. Like, what could she offer you? I'm just saying, you was giving her something. She
You
should have
gotta
been able to
remember,
offer you.
she was like 9-10 years older than me. So me being young, that's she a cougar, she a vet to me, right? Then on top of that, you know, she was married, so that was like another notch on my belt, with the dumbest belt ever.
You know what? And that's what's crazy about it. Us as guys, we do stuff like that. We will sit here and have this imaginary fucking trophy case and shit.
That can't nobody else see.
Can't nobody get.
Can't nobody see.
And when you hear your guys doing certain things, you want to try to compete with them secretly and shit. Like, damn, okay, this motherfucker doing this. I need to fucking get some trophy on my case.
God. Let me step it up. Like,
I would say,
you don't want to be a part of the show?
What? Oh, everything's all good.
Oh.
No, I said I had something funny. I think the craziest thing I ever been a part of in a business and pleasure aspect, I slept with my supervisor's wife. And he knew it, but I knew it behind his back. I asked his permission. He said, sure, if she wants to. Look, right had to turn around. Like, yeah. At least I was respectful. I ain't do the shit behind his back. I had saw her a couple times. I'm like, your fucking wife. Fuck, she is fine. And he was like, she likes women too. I said, okay, so do you mind? He told me he didn't mind. So I came to her and she was more than willing.
So
I said the crazy shit.
So you slept with his wife, but did you at least sleep with him?
Hell no. Hell no. I mean, I didn't mean to say it like that. But it was just like we worked together. Like we worked together, and it wasn't like that. We had a real professional relationship. Like, and we were cool. We were friends. So I didn't look at him like that. He didn't look at me like that. But I just talked to him about his wife. Like, shit.
So I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it. So you slept with his wife, and he didn't want to even get his dick licked, and he didn't even want to lick you.
No.
He didn't want to even taste the different flavor coochie.
No,
or something?
he wasn't around when we did it either.
So
hey, shout out to Mello, because he said, "Joy, you the GOAT." I ain't lying. I'm sitting here thinking the same thing. Like, damn, my story wasn't shit compared to that.
You said I'm still trying to wrap my mind around this shit. So this motherfucker just say, you know what? Go ahead, smash my wife. Did he at least watch?
No, he was not. He was not present.
So he didn't even watch it and beat off to it.
No.
He didn't even do that.
No, I asked him, like, do you mind me hitting on your wife? She was like, oh, he was like, okay, and she's ready.
So is he sleeping with other guys?
I don't know what. I don't think so. Like, he a man's man. I guess he was just throwing women. He was throwing his friend a pass. Like, boom,
Ray, what you trying to figure out, Ray?
I'm just saying, I'm trying to see where this at, because I'm like, damn, man, you can't just sleep with my wife and I can't stick it in.
Well, that's how it works in your marriage.
Some people, some people different.
Shit.
I can't even fucking. So that he didn't even want to fucking watch and shit.
He never asked me, and if he had, I told him no, thank you.
That nigga didn't even want to motorboat you.
I don't know what he was thinking. But he never said nothing to me inappropriate. He never said nothing to me inappropriate. I don't know what he told his wife, but I know what.
Okay, I don't even want to get the stinky finger. He don't want to get the.
He was just cool with, letting his wife have some fun and giving his friend, a pass. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what friends are for. That's what friends are for. I'm just saying.
The good times, the bad times, knowing that you can always count on me for sure. Ray, what's your story, Ray? You ain't got nothing crazy?
Motherfucking stories, man. Shit. I only had, like I said, one real relationship with the work shit. Now I didn't have some shit where when I was sitting around, like best way I could say it, where I was like a little goofy and shit.
I swear to God, that's the story I was about to go to.
Wait, what happened?
That's the story I was about to go to. Let's go.
I had stories where I sat around like a little goofy and shit.
Wait, what story you talking about?
I'm not going into no fucking stories like that. I'm let y'all.
Nah. You gotta go.
The people need to hear. The people need to hear.
I had stories just like where I sat around. I like the girl and shit like that.
Nah, not that kind of story. I got a business and pleasure story about you. And I'm gonna just bring up the scenario, and you could discuss it if you want to. Remember the tenant we used to have at the condo you used to rent out?
Oh, yeah.
He forgot about that.
Yeah, I had stories like that where when I used to be in the rental business and stuff, when I used to rent out houses, where I had an incident where I went to go see a tenant. Came to the door. Oh, I just got out the shower. But I had this numerous times when I was dealing with that. I just got out the shower, and I'm coming to collect rent or do little services around the apartment and stuff. And I only have this much and blah blah blah.
Oh,
and
Lord.
He gave me the money or whatever, and I said I take it, but we need to talk, work it out, and there was insinuating things that was said. And I'm sitting here like, okay. And I had to, pretty motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. I had to walk away from that.
He had to call me. He called me like,
you didn't let her fulfill her debt with sex?
No, I didn't get on that. I didn't get on that because
hell no, you run that money. Hell no.
First, and another time, a chick tried to get me to hold an apartment for her, and she would talk to me every day or whatever. And I went to go see her or whatever, and she was telling me to come get the money. And then when I got to her, he goes, "Oh, I ain't got the money right now," or whatever. And we talking, and as we going along, and she goes on to say in the middle of a conversation, then, well, what you think we can do so I can still get that apartment held? And she started looking because she had a big ass rack. She started looking at her check and started looking at me and smiling. Then I'm sitting there with this stuck look because I'm fucking shocked. And I think I hit her with the. I started laughing. I said, "No, baby, we ain't gonna do that route." And I said, "No, I'm cool. All right, I'm cool on that, or whatever."
Shout out to Know the Truth. He said they was giving her pussy for shelter. Yeah, that's a fact. Hey, so look, so Ray took me with him. Ray tell me one day, like, man, we got to go collect this rent. I'm like, all right. He like, but I'm gonna warn you, when we get there, she gonna be naked. What? He's like, man, every time I go over here, she got on a robe or she walking around in some type of lingerie or something. So I don't think she had met me at the time. She hadn't knew me yet. So when we go over there, she walks to the door in like a see-through like bodysuit, and all she got on is like a thong and a bra, or maybe not even a bra, maybe some pasties or something. And I'm like, she opened the door and she like, hey, and she see me and she like, oh shit, wait, who is he? And he like, yeah, this is my business partner, Mike, blah, 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 blah. We come in, we had to fix something around the house. And then, we go get the money. And so when we go in the room, we like, yo, can you come out so we could talk? She like, nah, you can come in here. So we go to holler at her, and she's laying on the bed like like with a sexy pose on and shit. Like, what's going on? So we like, yeah. So what's up with the rent money? And she was like, well, I know the money due. I'm just been running behind. This and happened and that happened. Blah 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 blah. But I'm gonna make something happen so we can get it to you. Okay, look. So around when? Because we ain't gonna keep going with the back and forth. She was like, so you guys sure we can't work something out? Nah, baby girl, we ain't working nothing out.
I'm saying.
Wait a minute. I just need to know, was she gonna do the both of y'all for the entire rent amount, or just a little bit that she was short for?
She wasn't finna do us for nothing. I don't need no ass to replace no money.
I know that. I was just trying to see, like, was she trying to put out for both of y'all for the entire rent? That's all I was just trying to find out. Was she short?
That's why
she was trying to take the team.
That's why I say like this. If I get back into that game fully,
I swear, because you knocking on the door, collecting rent, like you shouldn't be doing that.
So y'all gotta remember, this is like 2009, 2008, something like that. This is before Cash App and Zelles and all. Like we had to make a face-to-face to go see us. So this is before everything.
This is back in 2006 and 2007.
Yeah, this is.
Okay. Wasn't nobody going to get money on it.
You got to also equate that we were young brothers, and
this is our first time doing it.
And most of the time, when you see a young brother, you don't see too many young guys that would rent out apartments and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I had a nice amount of apartments at that time before I got rid of a lot of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So when you see me coming to the door, I got this baby face. And
right, looking like kids.
You looking at kids, say, "Hey, give me my money." You know what I'm saying?
Like, boy, stop playing. Come get this pussy.
One thing that I did learn from that experience, just a little side note. Mostly women are rent apartments, not the dudes. From what I noticed, and when you in that game as a guy, I had to learn, like I said, if I get back around, I'm gonna have my wife in charge of that. Of course, we got Zelle and Cash App and all these other things now that make this process a lot easier. But man, back then, I didn't want to. I told my wife I don't want to be that type. I would have to do certain things where I would have to put a middle person in between.
Definitely.
Because it muddies up the business.
Well, yeah.
All right, let me put the sauce on this story, like to end it off. And I ain't gonna say no names, but I'm gonna just bring it all home. So come to find out, this particular tenant,
you ain't gonna do it.
What? I ain't gonna say no names.
Telling people. Come on.
She's friend of a friend, and we just so happen to see her over a friend house. Like, yo, ain't. Yeah.
How you doing? Did she remember y'all?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. You got to.
Oh, God.
You gotta look at it like this. Like I said, I'm 25, 26, 27 around the time when I'm doing this.
26. We about 26, 27.
A lot of times, a lot of the women that I was renting to was a couple of years older than me, or a year or two younger than me. Actually, probably the best tenant I dealt with, she was about 3 years younger than me. She was like 22, 23 years old. And we had we talked and all that stuff, but it never was there. She paid her rent on time. She was a good person. She eventually moved out because she, met a guy and got married and think whatever with that. But she was probably one of the, best tenants I had. She was the best tenant I had, and a very good person. So so it wasn't all like that. But I noticed most of the time I was dealing with women, and
Mm-hmm.
and these women like to use
What
because
they got to get what they need.
yeah,
Look, I don't want to make it. I don't want to keep stressing this point about the our tenant stories because it ain't that. But I'll give you another scenario. So we was going through the renting process, and we was looking for a tenant for a unit, and a young lady was a stripper, like flat out told us, she answered whatever, but she
Okay.
beating the system. Like she beating the system. She getting a Section 8 and a check from somewhere else. But whatever the checks was, whatever the money was, it wasn't enough to cover the full amount of the rent, and she wasn't trying to pay cash for nothing. But she came to see the unit, and like they wasn't leggings then, were they? I don't even think they was
no, they
wearing
was
leggings.
fishnets.
I swear to God, just like some fishnets with some boy shorts or something under them. And we standing, like, we let her in, we showing her the unit. She in the kitchen. We in like the dining room, kitchen area, and she like pretty much like modeling. And I'm standing here like, yo, what did you think gonna happen? Like, we young boys, but I like money, right? I ain't a young boy who, that I got girls.
Yeah, I don't need that. You gonna
Uh,
pay for this
No,
damn
it
apartment?
just that experience there was that taught me. It definitely taught me you got to be careful with that business and pleasure thing. There,
Facts.
Mhm.
these are people that you're asking to pay you, and
Right.
if you
You gonna fuck it up.
you fucking up that money. You are,
Mhm.
and now that I'm at an age now where I'm more mature, where I can deal with it. The thing was you can also say you battling that shit because because this person giving you a story and you falling for that shit.
But that goes back to what I said in the beginning. I think it's okay for you to mix business and pleasure if you're mature enough to handle it, right? But so you definitely not in this situation with a tenant. You definitely want the money to and not take the sex from that person because you're renting from. 'Em. But I'm just saying, you like I had to be mature enough to like, hey, say no,
Nah,
I'm not going to do this because I
it's
know what.
it's one thing if y'all just working together, but if
Hmm.
you're expecting that this person to give you money each month, that I don't care how mature you think you are, it's that next person that you're dealing with. You trying to get the money out of them. It's gonna be like shit. I put that shit on him. No matter, it could have been some bullshit pussy that he got from you, some whack
Hmm.
shit. But in her mind, she gave you a piece of her, and
Hmm.
and that's not $40 to her. In her mind, that's $1,100 rent.
$1,300 depending on which unit
Hmm.
you get.
And that's the mindset that she have. And your mindset is yeah, it was okay, but it wasn't worth $1,100. So I need to get the $1,100 out of her or 900 or whatever it is.
Hmm.
But this chick,
Now you ain't, but think about it, right? I don't mean to cut you off. You ain't getting it if you fuck her, cause now
She gonna
you
think
still
that was her payment. I paid you.
she gonna do that every month now. Like
Yeah.
she's gonna try to put it on you every month and do whatever she need to do to try to figure out a way to finesse you out of not paying the rent. So you stuck paying paying that rent on that property. You might as well just gave it to her.
Hmm.
Because once you do that, it's a wrap. Like how do she go back to just being
She not
just
gonna
being a
be able
tenant?
to. She not gonna be able to, and that just goes back to still some of the same things. Like you feel like I'm gonna say you can take advantage, but you feel like you owe something because I just slept with you. Whether you my boss at work, and now I slept with you, I should get out of this
I mean, my
doing this work.
$40.
I need all this work,
that's it.
but so, huh?
But that's how some chicks barter. They think
Yeah, they
sex is
use
a
it as a
barter
part of
machine.
I mean, well, if you really want to go there, you paying for it in some kind of form, but that's a whole nother show. Like, you paying
We
for
talked
it.
about that though, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. It's like
paying for it, I don't consider it paying for it. I consider me investing, right? Because
right.
if I'm investing in you, that's a whole different ball game. You know, me taking you to Bar Louie, I ain't paying for it. That's me just because I'm gonna go anyway,
Go
right?
out. Yeah.
Me doing something for you and really like investing in you, then that's a whole different.
Yeah, you
That's a
saying
whole different
yeah,
ball game.
you saying investing, but we still saying the same thing. You know what I mean? It's just like I ain't saying that you have to give me some money to sleep with me, but if me and you sleeping together, then if I need something, I should be able to ask you for it. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like, all right, this nigga don't give me this $100, I ain't finna give him no ass. No, if
I
I want
know
to fuck.
some people move like that.
Oh well, I can't speak for that aspect. I'm just telling you the way I see it. Like if I'm spending time with you and I'm giving you my time, and if I call you and say, look, I need you got $7,500 to put on these lights or whatever for me because I'm doing some other shit, then you should be able to give it to me because I'm sleeping with you, so I'm giving you my time and my body. So like, if I can't ask you for nothing, then I shouldn't do that. What?
But you know, funny about that is if you expect that from that person and they don't do it, it's fucked up that a person just getting their feelings about it because they didn't do it. Maybe because you kind of got that, you got what you thought you had with that person crossed.
I don't know, Ken Ray. I don't know, and I ain't
That
nobody gonna tell
person
me no. If I
person thought about it as, that person might have just thought about it as just a sexual relationship, not that they were contributing to the United Negro Funds.
oh really? You call me United Negro? Now you going next? I got my hair wrapped in wood earrings on today. Okay, here you go. No, Ken Ray. If I'm spending time with you, and if I ask you for something, you should be giving it to me. It's just as simple as that. It's as
Oh
simple
wait,
as that. Like,
no. Spending time with me, spending time
okay, so
or
I'm sorry.
fucking, because that's two
Okay, so
totally
you're
different
right.
things.
You're right. So I was trying to be a lady about it.
Hey,
I'm just saying, yeah. If I'm giving you some pussy, and if I need something and you can't give it to me, that's a problem.
Well,
That's
that
a
nigga
problem.
did. Well, that dude gave you something. He gave you that dick. He piped your ass in.
Really?
So that's an even
Really?
exchange.
That ain't no even exchange.
Why not? Explain why that's not an even exchange though. Because I'm giving you some. Just what if?
Because
let's
y'all
switch
are
the
so
scenario.
easy. Y'all so easy. That's why. That's
Hey,
why.
That's what you going with?
You should
Y'all
thank
gonna
that
drop
nigga for not
y'all
putting
gonna
no
drop
damn
it off
kids
anywhere
in you.
somebody gonna pick it up. Like, come on, man. Like who you come on. Y'all
That's what
gonna
you
drop it
going
off
with.
yeah, because y'all gonna drop it off at any woman that's gonna take it. So you ain't really expecting nothing. I ain't saying I'm
Nah, we ain't not with any woman that's gonna take it now. You gotta be picky.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You gotta be picky.
Maybe
You
I
just can't
shouldn't.
run up
Maybe I
into
shouldn't.
everybody.
You can't. But I'm just saying, like most men's body counts are larger than most women's. So all I'm saying is,
Cap. That's
lie.
super cap. That's super cap. Super
oh
cap.
my, okay.
Super
Man,
cap.
I ain't
Women ain't gonna tell you the truth about their body count.
They're
First of all,
not.
I don't even care about your body count.
How
I
you
don't
know?
want to
Are you a
know.
woman? You ain't a woman. You don't know. You don't know.
Boy,
I
you
know
trying to
enough
get
women.
the Lehman Brothers circus over there. Talking about
A man's body count is always gonna be higher than a woman. That's
Yeah,
just
because
the
she
way
ain't
it
gonna
is.
tell you the truth. A woman is not gonna tell you the truth. Like, women don't tell the truth about their body count. They ain't not gonna say that. Matter of fact, it might be 5 guys that they might have slept with that they don't even count no more because it wasn't good.
yeah.
Who said that? Who said that? You
Hey,
can't speak for women. Like you can't speak for women. Y'all kill me with that shit.
I
Look,
ain't trying to speak for women. I'm telling you from facts. I know some women who say that. That
they
ain't
are
count.
not gonna count
they
your
out
ass.
here running. They out here running their fucking mouth. Whoever that
Shit.
is, boom. Whoever told
Nah.
you that had no business telling you
Why
something like
not?
that.
Tell the truth. That's the problem. A lot of people don't want to tell the truth. The truth will set you free.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and you out here You just named that you fucking fuck guys and women. So you put them both together. You only count the guys. You don't count the women.
You know what,
Damn.
Ray? You said that
Women
out
don't
loud. And I
count.
just thought about that. No, I don't count them. No, I don't count them. They don't count. I establish it right now. I don't count them.
Why not?
Cause that shit
Here's-
is different. It's different.
Here's the way.
It's
I only
different.
slept with 5 guys. I only slept with 5 guys, but I got about 20 women. But I don't count them bitches.
I don't count none of them bitches. I be like, listen, man, shit. that shit.
Hey, let me say this though, because I want to go back a little bit in the conversation. I couldn't work with my wife. I wanted to come home and us deal with each other at home and have our moments here and whatever we're gonna do with the family. But to ride in a car with her to work, to maybe eat lunch with her at work, or come home in the car with her at work, and then gotta be back at home with her. Hell no, that is a lot. And not because me and my wife don't get along. It's just sometimes you just need your own space. Everything don't got to be together. Now, if we start a business together, that's something different, right? Like, we put some things together and that's what we want to do. Cool. I'm gonna run an aspect of it. She gonna run an aspect of it, and cool, we could do that. But to have to get up and go to some a place that that like if she worked with me right now, I don't know if we'll be able to be together. Like,
I get what you're saying, Mike. If you got to go to Massa House and deal with your wife, well, damn, he's right.
Don't be mad about that, because I ain't saying it like you a bad person. Like I don't want to be with you or not. No, I want to be with you at home, and when we, I don't want to have to go to work.
Let me ask you this, Mike. Are you saying that in a general sense? Like you could never work with your wife, or you saying that specifically about your wife now? You understand what I'm asking about that? Like
he just said he can't go to Massa House and work with his wife.
So that's period. That's just in general. It ain't nothing to do with her. You just saying you can't work with your spouse. Period. That's what you're saying. Because you got to come home to her. That's what you're saying. Okay.
Well,
okay. I didn't know.
I concur with you, Mike, because like I told you, my relationship with my wife got better. Like when she finally left the job that I was with. It's just that it was just too much that was going on. And like I said, going back to what I said earlier, she hung around with a fuckboy that's what he was. And, doing little stuff like, oh, me and my wife go to, when we were dating, hey, you want to go out to lunch? Yeah, I go to lunch, but my buddy bought everybody in the department food. I say, man, yo fucking fat ass go buy everybody lunch so you could keep me from fucking hanging out with my girl.
Oh, this is fun. It was for the department.
Yeah.
It was for the
little
department.
goofy shit like that. And those things right there, like I said, when you working with a person and people talking about this or saying little things, you hear that stuff, and me, no one would dare say this to me. She's running telling me this stuff, and I'm sitting there like, okay, handle it.
You had a bad experience. I'm telling you, it could work. You just had a bad experience.
I ain't disagreeing that it could work. Some shit work for some people, right? Because I know there's plenty of people who we work with that's been married for decades,
years,
for decades, and they do everything I just said. They come to work together. They might sit down and eat lunch together, or maybe not eat lunch together, but they see each other in passing and stuff like that, and then go home. Me, there's no way in hell my wife is gonna be mad at me at night, and then we're gonna ride in the car and she gonna cuss me out, or like on my way to work, I want to listen to some music or a podcast or something. She might not want to hear shit. So like we gotta compromise. it's some things that I just
No,
need
he
for
just ain't
myself.
I mean, and definitely I agree with him on that because it gives you a chance to really relax because and it gives you a chance to miss that person.
1,000,000%.
True. Because when you with a person, you kind of take all day. You kind of take them for granted because they're just there. You take them for granted.
I agree with that, and I see that like in the pandemic, like being home every day, all day for the past year. Yeah, I get that part. Working
Yeah,
here, off time here. Yeah,
I
I
Yeah.
mean,
got you.
Ain't no separation. It's like
No.
24/7. We'll be
Hmm.
together. Like, yeah, nah. Nah. Couldn't do it.
That's a
And
little
she
different.
agreed. That's why I want y'all to make sure y'all peeping out the comments.
We
what
saw her. She
She
gonna
definitely
put it
agreed.
back. Like I
Like,
don't think we can work together.
she
yeah,
just
nah.
said "Oh wow" earlier, like y'all. She could
Cause
have worked.
she had. I'm sure she had to understand. Like he ain't trying to J down on her.
Not
Like
even that. Like he just,
I can't stand her. It ain't that. You know.
she was just
I
saying,
just
wow. She just heard it. Like, whoa, that's how you feel. Got it.
It's just one thing. I definitely say it's not an easy experience working with your significant other. You have to establish some type of boundaries with it, uh, and and the thing is, you have to keep the noise out of it.
Hmm.
And the thing is, when you on different pages of it, when you letting other people get involved with it, that's what makes things hard, you know.
Hmm.
And you have to establish because at the one it's different when you're dating from I think when it becomes a marriage, those are different phases of that relationship.
hmm
And you have to you really have to, each other have to be strong, man.
Hmm.
And I would say when you dating, you really when you date a person, you kind of living on a glass house.
Wait, when y'all work together.
Yeah, when you're working together, you living on because the thing about it is, you know how you women are, you want to be invested in, and when you're investing in, fully investing in, that's called engagement ring, marriage, and stuff like that. When you just dating, the investment is only halfway. That's what I mean when you living in a glass house on certain things, rocks can be thrown in that motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just all about how you handle outside influence. That's all I gotta say about that.
And,
It's about how you handle outside influence. That's just it.
Which is true.
That's
But
so.
the noise could get loud as hell sometimes.
It
That's
can't,
it.
it's just like for instance, you went to high school, you went to college and shit like that. These are places of high school and college. These are gossiping places.
Yeah, and
And the
work
workplace is like
and
that
work too.
on steroids.
Yeah,
The workplace is like
definitely.
the it's like the pro version of that.
It's the pro version. So if you sitting there in high school, you can remember when we all three of us went to high school together. You knew numerous of our little puppy love relationships that broke up because of stupid ass rumors.
Yeah, we were kids. Now we're grown
Well,
people in a workplace.
well, you
That's what
got
I'm saying.
grown
Like
ass
I that's
kids in these places. You got grown ass kids. So let's say let's not discount that.
yeah,
hmm
On
yeah.
all levels, is come on, man. I go to workplace every day. I hear motherfuckers whine about shit that's in their 50s or
That's in their
60s.
60s, and you like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And you say that's a kid thing. Everybody,
I see. I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Ray. I see grown women, grown 50 plus, 60 plus year old women mad at the younger girls because they ain't getting no attention. Like, lady, you 60, you married. Like this girl
Like why did
25, this girl 32. Yeah, she she could wear tighter clothes than you. Yeah, she got her body better than you. Like you could be her mama. Like what you mad at her
like
you
for?
knock it
definitely
off?
going into a
Yeah,
different
that's just
subject.
that's
Huh?
silly.
You definitely go into a different subject like that because that is the truth. You got older women that walk around work They want
Men too, though.
and
Men
you got
too.
dudes
I'm
like
like, yeah,
that.
don't forget me, and I like that
They
too.
want, they want attention and shit like that, and then if you don't give it to them, they looking like, nah, bitch, you ain't got it no more.
Really?
You know, you
First of all, don't be like that. You can still get some love out here at 60.
man,
Don't be discounting these older women.
you right. They can get love, but they love was fucking 20 years ago.
You know the joke. You know the joke that we talk about and we say at work with some of these older women.
What's
It's
that?
fucked up. But the joke is if I ain't gonna put nobody out there. If you sleep with an old if you sleep with an older woman at work, now you sleeping with her for what she used to be, not for who she is right now. You sleeping with her for how she used to look
No.
20 years ago.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
And you know what?
That is
It-
terrible.
Oh, that's fucked
like I said, when you sit there,
That is terrible.
I worked at my workplace for a long time, and I see some dudes. I even seen some guys that, like I said, you don't want to hear the noise, but you see some goofy dudes around there with women where you know that this motherfucker get around, and but they spending all their little chop on this motherfucker, and you sitting here
So
like. You see, like I say, I try not to judge that shit because for me being a person that had a relationship with people tried to make noise, but then there's the obvious thing. Even though I'm saying this right now to you guys, I wouldn't run around and say those things like that.
Although I just said it publicly, I wouldn't say it at work though. That's what
Yeah,
he's saying.
exactly.
but you said it.
Although
But you
this
said
is,
it.
you know, who gonna see this, but
I
I would
say,
say it to them
man,
at work.
it's okay. It's okay, brother. You know, I understand. You know, you just paid for that brother over there rent. Dude, you paid for she sleep with him and she giving up the money to this dude.
Don't worry about how they got it worked out. Like
Hey man,
that's how they got it worked out.
everybody need love. That's
Thanks. And last thing I want to say is the good things about, you know, if you're working with your spouse, like I said, if y'all starting a business or something and y'all got a very good working relationship and y'all able to, you know, go hand in hand and day to day about getting to the money, salute to you.
yeah.
I got one of those, and I'm really good at turning off and on. Usually, when I'm getting ready to talk about work, I say, "Hey, this is now I'm gonna get professional." I had to say that before I started talking. If I say something about the business in regular girlfriend mode, he could snap back and say, What you talking about?" But if I say, "Hey, I'm gonna get ready to talk about work," like let's talk about this, and I had to figure out how to speak to him differently when I started talking about our business versus me speaking to him as a girlfriend about his business, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had to make sure, like I'm not telling like, "Hey baby, you should probably think about this." Instead, I just say, "Hey, let's talk about work. Now I'm talking to you as your partner. Can we do X, Y, and Z, or how you feel about that?" And it started to work a whole lot better because we did have some friction because I would come at him as a girlfriend, and he would give me the same type of man attitude until I started changing my delivery. So when I started changing my delivery about work, then it became a better situation for us with the business. So it can work that way also.
Okay, that's dope. So let me ask you this question, Joy. How is that like? Uh, how do you go from like say y'all had a little spat or disagreement about something and you piss, but it's a business that needs to be handled. Like how are you able to how are you able to separate the two to like calm down and not be like motherfucker we need to do you know whatever like
It's difficult because I'm always like high energy. So I had to say, wait a minute, this is our money. This is how we feed our kids. This is how we run our house. So I don't care if you mad at him, Joy. You better come to him with a better attitude so he can receive what you're saying. Because when I did come to him like, we need to do this with the business and this and that, it was received like regular girlfriend, boyfriend problems. So like I said, when I changed my delivery and I started writing notes, and I would send them to him like, hey, can you check out these business notes, or can you check out my ideas in that way? Because me coming to him as a girlfriend, yeah, that wasn't a good idea. I just learned how to turn it off and be a professional for him. So that worked out good for us.
Dope.
What Ken Ray?
I'm about to say, I'm gonna play off your point because I will say me and my wife try to do business things where we try to start our own thing, and I have neglected her in the past in that area where it made it complicated in our relationship. I have to learn how to share, as they say, share the ball.
And
you Kobe out here, huh?
Man, I'm a ball hog. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a ball hog. And sometimes, you know, that makes things difficult in the relationship where she looking at me like she want to fuck me up because she ain't never getting the rock. And the thing about it is, you know, if I win, she's looking at me, everybody cheering for me, and she like, damn, I'm on the team. But I lose, I fucking lose together, and she like, well, I didn't have nothing to do with that damn.
You made that decision for the business. I want to do this. Oh, you know what?
So you want her out there? You want her out here rebounding and blocking shots and shit. Set the screen for you to shoot, but when she wide open under the basket, you ain't giving her the ball. And then you know we win. You want her to pick you up and put you on the shoulders, like, yeah, we won, babe. But then as soon as you lose, you're looking at her like, man, babe, why you ain't tip it back in? Why you ain't tip it back in? You should have. You could have shot. I ain't stop you.
I had to, you know what? I'm still learning from that. I'm not gonna say that I'm completely there because I ain't gonna lie. When it's to the personal business, because that's something that I enjoy. I like doing the little side thing. I have to learn that I have to defer, but at the same time, when I'm looking at her, that motherfucker look like she don't fucking want the ball. So I say, okay, I'm going to the bucket.
Nah. Look, she say, put me in, coach. Give her the ball.
I was saying, give her a chance.
Put me in, coach.
We gonna ride what you got, but you gotta give us a
and those are the things that I have to sit there and learn. I know how I am. I'm gonna go shoot that rock every time when it's personal business because that's what I enjoy it. And she like, I need you to teach me. I'm like, man, you have to sit on my shoulders because I fucking go fast. You know what I'm saying?
You out here like James Harden, and then wondering why y'all can't get win a playoff game. Can't get to the finals.
Yeah, and those things. That's like I say. With those things, you just have to learn. You have to learn how to be patient. Learn that everybody wants to feel like they're wanted, and they want to feel like they contribute to.
They contribute, yep,
to the ultimate goal. You know, and I'm not gonna lie, shit. I failed in that area in numerous times, and I sit there, and I'm sitting there fucking like, damn, we lost, and she like, fuck no, man.
Nah,
you
lost. You made that decision.
But where am I taking the hit too? You know, and you know, it's just those things that it's growing pains with that. But overall, if I say business and pleasure, I wouldn't have a relationship if pleasure wasn't with the business. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
I would have never met my wife if that was the case. So I agree with it, but it can only go so far, man. You got to find ways to separate it at some point. You know.
Joy, you was gonna say something?
Yeah, I was. I kind of did tell a fib like I could turn it on and off. I did forget, like sometimes he do music too, right? If we into it and he done made a new song and I know that shit is fire, I'll be like, yeah, that's cool. Well, or I'll be like somebody else's verse was like, "Ooh, run they verse back," and I didn't even notice I was doing that. He actually told me that. He like, "I know when you ain't feeling me. None of my music is good all of a sudden," and I'm like, "Damn." You was just rapping off. You was just rapping all my shit last week when we was good, and the minute we get into it, I'm like, "Yeah, that shit cool." When I'm feeling him, I'm
Super
trying to
petty.
push. I'm trying to petty boots. But when I'm feeling them, I'm pushing every single he making. I'm like, this shit finna go. Like, if we into it, I'd be like, yeah, this is cool. Yeah, I forgot I do that sometimes on that part. But that ain't interfering with the money.
Yeah,
That's just
so,
I don't feel like stroking your ego right now. Like I don't feel like it. I ain't
That ain't
fucking
stroking his ego though.
like DJ Drama, loop that other nigga verse.
And then we should all like, oh, run that other shit back. What was that other shit you was playing? Oh, that wasn't even me. I'm like, oh, that shit was cold. Like I do some shit like
Oh,
that.
you super petty.
I'm
You
petty
super-
as fuck.
I wouldn't even ask you shit else. I wouldn't even bring my music to
He
you. I'd
know,
be
but
pissed.
he know. He be knowing when I'm. He know when I'm
Nah,
feeling
I'm talking
shit.
That's dope.
That's how that shit go.
Hey, that's all I got.
That's all you got on the business and the pleasure. Yeah, that's all we got for the people. We're gonna have something good for them next week, though, too.
Right, you guys anything else?
Nah, I ain't got nothing else to contribute. I contribute a lot. I got y'all two talking because y'all was getting ready to say some whack shit today, and y'all the one who
That's
came
cap,
up.
bro.
Y'all
Cap, bro. It wasn't.
came up with this damn topic. I was just riding with y'all, and I'm sitting here.
We was about to have a good conversation, Ray. You just,
You
just want
jumped. You
to
just jumped in.
force the issue.
Man, y'all started talking about, oh well, I'm like, man, tell us something. At least you told us. I'm like, damn, I got some good stories. She told us she slept with her fucking boss's wife, which is
We ain't got to do a recap. We ain't got to recap.
And you got
For motherfuckers be sitting here thinking and shit.
yeah, make sure that then went around and slept with his wife and with his
Whoa, you gotta
I was like,
relax. What?
You better chill, bro.
I mean, you slept with your boss that is married, and you didn't get no extra funds out of it. Those was good stories.
Thank you
I
for
know
that.
you
I
would slap the
appreciate
shit
you
out
being
of me
right.
when I said the
What
last.
if I got $40?
Hey man, you won, dude.
This is the 40ish Now What podcast, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out the YouTube channel. Oh, for the people who don't know, right? We on Spotify. We on Apple Podcasts. We on Google Play. We in all the app stores. Just type in 40ish Now What. You can hear the audio version on your own. DJ MH to the Ken Ray Joy. 40ish Now What. We out.
Yeah.
Bye.